Sharing the road. Sharing the road safely with other pedestrians, bicyclists, trucks, and slow-moving vehicles is essential to safe driving. First, let's talk about pedestrians, people on foot, and how to share the road with them safely. Sometimes pedestrians don't obey traffic laws, and drivers who aren't alert to them can hit them. Or the driver can swerve to miss the pedestrian only to hit something else. Drivers concentrating on traffic, various signs posted along the street, and other roadway users often fail to check for pedestrians until it's too late. Drivers have an absolute responsibility to avoid and prevent collisions with pedestrians, especially those who need extra time crossing the street. Watch for children on or near the street, and scan beneath parked vehicles for any sign of movement. Also, look for clues that children may be present. Watch children's signs, toys in a front yard, or a bicycle in a driveway. Exercise special care at intersections, especially when you're making a right turn. Even if the pedestrian is crossing illegally, you should give them a break. How can you reduce the risk of collisions with bikes and motorcycles? Both bikes and motorcycles are smaller and less visible than cars. Two-wheel vehicles, particularly bicycles, are much more difficult to spot, which is why many streets have designated bicycle lanes. Always make cyclists aware of your intentions and position. Signal well in advance when turning, changing lanes, or stopping. Drivers should be aware of the problems cyclists face, so they can anticipate situations in which a cyclist might suddenly slow down, steer widely left or right, or stop. Remember, cyclists have as much right to use our public roads as any other drivers, but they don't have strong, massive vehicles to protect them. Drivers of cars and other heavy vehicles must take care not to endanger cyclists. Which brings us to the heaviest vehicles on the road today, trucks and tractor trailers. How can you safely share the road with these guys? Keep in mind that our economy and our way of life depend on truck transportation of goods and services. Today's trucks can be up to 120 feet long and weigh up to 40 times more than the average car. and their size puts them at a serious disadvantage when it comes to seeing cars around them. Despite their side view mirrors, truck drivers often cannot see a car beside or behind them. If you drive on the right side of a truck and cannot see the driver by looking at the right-hand mirror, the driver cannot see your vehicle either. So take care when driving to stay out of the truck driver's blind spots whenever possible and avoid passing heavy trucks on the right. There are other kinds of vehicles you may encounter on the road. Emergency vehicles, for instance. When you meet police cars or fire trucks with flashing lights or sirens on, you should yield the right of way. Whenever possible, pull to the right and stop. On freeways, move to the right lane to provide a clear path. Remember to stop for school buses, too, when their red lights are flashing. Roadwork and construction involves vehicles of many sizes and shapes. Drivers need to be alert around construction vehicles. Be ready to change your speed and position quickly. Oversized and slow-moving vehicles and equipment carriers are a real danger because your car will approach them much faster than it will a vehicle traveling at a more normal speed. Be prepared to slow down if you see one of these vehicles, and before passing, consider the driver's likely actions. As drivers, we have to share the road with all kinds of people, animals, and vehicles. If we drive courteously, if we communicate with the other users of the road and anticipate their actions, we can all travel safely and enjoyably on our roads and highways.